A friend of mine suggested that I make a video highlighting the struggles and experiences of women in Nigeria in celebration of International Women's Day, which is today. I have to start off by thanking her for the suggestion, because if not for her, this would have been an entirely different video. Now, within the past few decades, there have been a lot of discussions and movements on women's rights and empowerment around the world. While we have seen how some nations are actively working on eliminating gender inequality, we cannot say that about Nigeria though. Women in this part of the world experience many struggles on a daily basis, and as a society, we've done very little to address them. Just to give an example, I made a video last year on the culture of sexual grades on Nigerian campuses. Everyone who graduated from a Nigerian university knows how much of a problem this is for female students. When I was an undergrad, I never had to worry about this because, of course, I'm a man. But sexual assault on university campuses has gone on for years. Legendary rapper Idris Abdulkarim, in his 2003 chart-topping hit, Mr. Lecturer, sang about this. That song had heavy rotation on radio and TV, but for whatever reason, it did not start the much needed conversation on sexual assault against women. For Idris Abdulkarim to have thought of making a song on sexual assault 19 years ago, it shows how long this has been a problem in Nigeria. But I digress. So to celebrate International Women's Day today, I asked some beautiful ladies to share their thoughts on what's like to be a woman in Nigeria, and also highlight some of the struggles women go through. Hear them.
Hello, my name is Ifeoluwa D, and I'm here to, tell you some things that I know personally about the struggles of the African woman. Recently I was speaking with someone, a married man, and he was kind of telling me he would like to take, to marry more wives. And I was like, oh, what do you think your wife is going to think about your decision? And he was like, well, I have control over my properties. I was like, oh, really? So the woman is your property. The woman is actually your property, not your wife, not a human being who should have her own opinion, who should have her own life to live, who should have something to say in the affairs of her family. So this is the problem. One of the struggles of the African woman is that the woman is still not seen as a human being who should have her own opinions, who should have her own thoughts, who should have her own say in the affairs of things. And then growing up personally, I've encountered so many situations whereby when I render my opinion, it is seen as being challenging, like as threatening to the man. So we should know that the African man and even the women still need to be educated in their minds first. They need to know the truth that the woman is a human being that should have her own say, her own opinion, her own voice that should be heard and not to be seen as threatening whenever it is, spoken. Also, I see religion as a very challenging factor because in church you would see that 80% of the congregation in the church is actually made up of women, and then they are told that a woman subjected to the man. A woman can have her opinion, but she should be submissive to that of the man. So what does this actually tell us? It shows that in the especially in Nigeria here, where I stay on, and the little I have seen that the women are still treated as properties that shouldn't have a voice, that shouldn't have something to say in the affairs of things. So this is a big challenge. This is what I see personally as a very big challenge. The religion, being religious too, is actually contributing to it. And so this is just one of the struggles that I can, with the short time frame I was given, actually talk about. Thank you very much. I remain Ifeoluwa D.
Happy Women's Month to every girl child, every woman across the globe. It is that time of the year where we celebrate our unique qualities, our abilities, and our individualities, and every other thing that makes us women. It's also a time for us to reflect on the issues that are still bedeviling us, at this time, and also to reflect on our long struggle to finding our place, our position, and our voice in the society. Although women across the world have a lot to be thankful for, it's not the same at this time of the divide for women, because we still have a whole lot of issues that we are still battling with. Issues ranging from the prevalent rape culture, patriarchy, gender gap, gender bias. Just days ago, the bills that were supposed to be passed for women to have equal representation at the National Assembly was, kicked out, and it's just a reflection of how women are still very much stifled at this side of the divide. And it just goes to show that it is time for us to come together and fight these issues. It's that time for us, especially the women in top positions, for them to talk more about issues that are really affecting us, and bring these issues to the fore. It is also that time for us to mobilize ourselves, especially at the grass level, for us to come together and support ourselves, so that we can have working laws that will protect us. Because presently the laws that we have are just decoration. They are not really as effective, and they can't really do more. That is why today it is very difficult for victims of rape, for victims of sexual violence to speak out and talk about what they've been through, because of the fear of not just victim blaming, but or victim shaming, but the fear that they may not actually get justice. There are a lot of sex offenders and predators that are still walking freely in the society. There is a lot for us to really work on, and I would like to implore every woman out there, regardless of your position, whether you are traditionalist, regardless whether you're a traditional woman, regardless of whether you are a feminist or not. It is time for us to come together and begin to fight for ourselves. Yes, because if we do not do this, no one is going to do it for us. The society that we are they are not willing to help, and until we realize this and we come together and fight these issues, unfortunately we may continue to live this way, and our daughters will inherit these problems.
Okay, so hi guys. So girls account for 60% of the 10 million out of school children in Nigeria. That's a huge number, right? So when these girls finally get the opportunity or are finally liberated to go to school, they are confronted with issues of sexual harassment. So Mirabel Center, which is a foremost rape and abuse support center, says that since its establishment in 2013, it has recorded over 6,000 cases of sexual abuse. And that's another shocking statistics. Very sad one. So in the light of these, the Niger Me Too movement, which is a platform that provides support for victims or survivors of sexual harassment to share their stories without fear of intimidation, of repercussion of being followed up or being intimidated, right? So Nigeria Me Too movement can be followed on Facebook, Twitter, and other platforms, and there are numbers that can be reached out to, because this issue is malignant and it continues to go on. It will be fine if we can find a platform to talk about it so that the perpetrators can finally be brought to book. We understand how much it messes up with women's sexual health if they do not get the perpetrator to justice. So Nigeria Me Too movement assures you of that. You just come up and say it. It's a safe space. Happy International Women's Day again. Cheers to more liberation.
I wish all women and girls around the world happy International Women's Day today. However, I would like to bring the attention of the global community and relevant government agencies to the phenomenon of teenage pregnancy in rural communities in Nigeria. Talking from my experience, I grew up in a community where preteens and teenage girls drop out of school as a result of pregnancy. These are girls who are supposed to be in school studying to become better citizens. But when women become pregnant very early in life and are forced to drop out of school to cater to their children, the downside is that it increases the poverty level in society and also mitigate efforts to empower and liberate women. This is a problem that needs to be addressed with a sense of urgency. Thank you very much once again. Happy Women's Day.
There always comes with certain barriers for the female gender. The irony is that being silent is as bad as being loud. It is that bad. There's a particular struggle that 3 out of 6 females have encountered. Take this story for instance. There was a time I left an item in the bus, then I went with a male friend of mine to ask the driver about it. Then he wanted to explain to me in return, but he chose to explain to my friend because he's a male. That day I had no words. I was startled. Another instance, the recent happening on the internet, Ukraine and Russia, the way people were dragging us. They were saying the females, your girlfriend cannot contribute and all that. People tend to see intelligence as being gender specific. There are a lot of gender stereotypes, biases, that the females are not good with maths, they are not good with this, they are not good with that. I hope that the theme for this year's International Women's Day come into full manifestation. May we experience gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow.
Hearing them speak, it's clear that we have a long way to go in terms of attaining gender equality in Nigeria. I long for the day gender would not be a limiting factor for Nigerian women. But for us to achieve that, it is important we listen to women and empathize with the struggles. To wrap this up, I want you all to listen to this beautiful monologue. Till next time, stay safe.
Hi, beautiful. It's International Women's Day and I have something to tell you. You will overcome your struggles and insecurities, and you can be an all-round woman. Improve on yourself. Take care of yourself. Your mind, your body, your heart. Take care of it all. Be neat. Be nice. Be humble and be kind. Be truthful and prayerful. Be firm and smart. Be simple yet sophisticated. And do not forget to smile. Define your standards and never lower them for anything or anyone. Empower yourself so you can empower others too. Speak up so others can speak up too. Have a skill and be good at it. You must be good at what you do. Sister, you need to make money. Do not sit on your skill. Have your skill make money for you. You must learn how money works, how to make it, how to spend and save it. You must learn how to invest money to multiply that money. And you must chase poverty away. Do not believe those that tell you or make you feel like you have to sacrifice your dreams or give up on your career before you can raise a family. No, you can have a successful career and also raise a beautiful family. Remember, the society does not determine your what. A man does not determine your what. You determine your what. Happy Women's Day.